Welcome to PVT Express News. Subscribe to the channel and don't miss the hottest news of the day. Our news today includes the following content. You Are More Beautiful Than the Stars ends with Xukai and Songyun getting married in a romantic and super sweet way. In the extra chapter, the two stay together till old age and his last words make him burst into tears. The finale of You Are More Beautiful Than the Starlight, starring Chinese drama goddess Songyun, left, and Xukai, right, was released ahead of schedule yesterday. The two got married in a romantic and sweet way. The extra episode was also aired immediately. In the 13-minute content, the two are accompanied by each other. When he got old, his last words were so sweet and sad that he burst into tears. The finale of You Are More Beautiful Than the Starlight, starring Chinese drama goddess Songyun, left, and Xukai, right, was released ahead of schedule yesterday. The two got married in a romantic and sweet way. The extra episode was also aired immediately. In the 13-minute content, the two are accompanied by each other. When he got old, his last words were so sweet and sad that he burst into tears. Songyun has been promoted to the goddess of mainland dramas with many hit dramas such as The Return, Call Me Director, Under the Brocade and so on. She also performed well in the romantic drama You Are More Beautiful Than the Starlight starring Xukai from The Story of Chenghuan. Not bad, its popularity is second only to the second season of Yangzi's Sauvignon Blanc. Yesterday, 23rd, the broadcast platform Tencent released the finale to members first, and then released a 13-minute extra chapter, which showed the two getting pregnant after marriage, having two children, and then finally becoming two. The middle-aged people were sitting in the courtyard holding hands in their spare time. She made an affectionate wish to him not to die before her. The two stayed together until they grew old. In the end, he closed his eyes on the hospital bed and took the first step. She saw that he was holding the hand made by her forgiveness card, burst into tears, and all his last words were projected on the card. At the end of the scene, the two reversed time and went back to the time when they first met after graduation. He smiled and said to her, "I love you." The scene made people laugh. The whole network burst into tears. What makes the audience shed tears the most in the entire extra chapter is undoubtedly the deep love between the two, from the promise of love to the separation between life and death. After Songyun and Xukai raised their two sons to go to school, they were sitting in meditation in the garden one day when they were middle-aged. She suddenly said to him emotionally, "If you really come to the end of your life, as long as I live, you are not allowed to leave. If you dare to leave before me, I will definitely not forgive you." After hearing this, he remained silent and just extended his hand to her, and the two of them intertwined their fingers tightly and remained silent for a long time. Xukai and Songyun got pregnant and gave birth to a child in the extra chapter of You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight. They raised two sons together. The scene turned, Songyun entered old age, lying alone in a rocking chair listening to the sound of the music box, and died in a peaceful atmosphere. The sound of the music box brought out another scene. In her old age, she held the hand of her husband who died of illness on the bed. He caressed her back and forth reluctantly, and held the forgiveness card tightly with his cold hands. He seemed to be quite guilty that he could not fulfill his promise to die later than her, so he deliberately held the handwritten forgiveness card that she had given him on her birthday. Card, conveying to her all the love that was too late to finish. The next second, as the music box reversed, the time when the two met was also reversed. She asked, "Do you think that suitableness is love?" He said, "What I think of love is day by day, and it is slowly accumulated over time. Slowly superimposed, it will probably take until the end of life, when looking back, that the final conclusion can be made." The scene finally stopped at the day when the two met for the first time after graduation, and he said to her affectionately, "I love you." In the extra chapter of You Are More Beautiful Than Starlight, Songyun made a wish to Xukai in her middle age, hoping that he would die later than herself, picture 1. He took the first step in his later years, still holding the forgiveness card she gave him in his hand, picture 3. The two met for the first time after returning to college, and he expressed his affectionate love. The extra chapter of You Are More Beautiful Than the Starlight is different from the extra chapters of current idol dramas or costume dramas. Both the camera work and the completeness of the story are more complete. especially since the director has to tell a whole life story in just 13 minutes. The transitions in time are all connected by the same items, and the overall feeling is quite exquisite. In addition, the focus of the entire extra chapter is not only to reveal the details of the two people's married life, but also to prove the vow of love that Xukai said to Tansongyun in the play. The love he believes is accumulated over time, and can only be concluded at the end of life. The two will stay together until they grow old, and he has proved his vow with his life. As soon as the extra chapter was aired, it quickly aroused discussion on the internet in Taiwan and China. Almost everyone praised the extra chapter for being well shot. It was not only full of cinematic feel, but also showed the timeless relationship between the two. What do you think about this? This concludes our news section. Welcome to leave your thoughts in the comments area. Let's discuss it together. Welcome. Don't forget to give me a like and follow. Thank for all.